They don't see the hours, the restraint, the energy it takes to lead, but you still do it. Hi, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. And in this episode, I'm going to take you through They Don't Understand Your Sacrifice, but do it anyway. Before I get started, I want to welcome you. If this is you joining me for the first time, I'd like you to come over here where my finger is, hit the subscribe button, and then hit all. And what that does is it allows all of my content to be available to you. And if this is you, coming back again to see me again for your 332nd episode, welcome back. Welcome back. So I'm going to be talking to Let Legacy Motivate What Recognition Won't. What does that mean to you? Does it mean you're planting seeds and they'll thank you for it later? Because your kids, your spouse, they don't see what you're doing right now because it's just incremental steps. But once they see what the long game looks like, upon reflection, when they get older to actually see what all of that even means, does that mean anything to you? See, my coach recently has talked about legacy, and he's asked me among my brothers, what kind of legacy do you want to leave for your kids, for your family, for your friends? Do you want something that is courageous? Do you want something where you actually added value and you strived to be the best of what you were? Or do you want somebody that just kind of mediocred your way through life? I don't know about you, man, but I want the former. I want the one where there were moments when I did struggle, but I prevailed. There were moments that I did feel like giving up, but I didn't do it. I kept going because somewhere in myself, I believed in myself, or it maybe even took one word from somebody else that was encouragement for me to keep going. Sometimes it's my wife and just one word. And I go, you're right. And I keep going for it. Lead with presence, not pressure. When you lead with just being there and just what I've found, just being present with my kids and with my spouse, I'm leading in a way where I've already talked about in other episodes, my silence. But there's a power within my energy, within my own presence there. And I don't need to pressure my kids in some instances. I give them the choice. A, because they deserve the choice. It's their choice. It's their decision. And B, because I want them to feel comfortable making their own decisions without me having to do that for them all the time. Now, granted, I'm a parent. They haven't developed their prefrontal cortex yet. What was that? The front of their brain to make decisions, rationale, and do the troubleshooting the way that you and I have. But, and that's why we're here, by the way, as dads. But planting those seeds is something that they'll think about later on when they will reflect back and go, you know what? What Dad was doing actually makes sense now. He was providing a life for us that I knew not of, but now I do. See, that's how I began to reflect upon my father's journey, and he's still going, by the way. He's still going strong. But just wondering what he was doing in some of those moments and going, aha. Okay, the reason why he chopped all that hardwood wasn't just because it was something to put in the stove at home in the country to make us warm in the winter. He didn't chop up 6 cords of wood just to stay warm. He also did it because it felt good to be outside. It felt invigorating for him. It kept him in shape. I see those seeds he planted. Even in the car when he drove my mother and my brother and I. He was leading because he loved to drive. He loved to be that concierge, that driver. Quiet strength leaves loud impact. Your calm is shaping their nervous systems. Okay, there's a big one to wrap your head around. But you as the man of the family, Your spouse and your kids are actually developing their nervous system around you as their pillar. And when you're ungrounded, guess who else is? They are. I noticed that within my spouse and my kids. It becomes chaotic. It actually becomes one where they're worried about what we're doing, or when we're doing it, or how long it's going to be, or are we there yet? You get what I'm saying, because you've gotten that too. But speaking to them with, hey, I got this. I know where we're going. Enjoy the ride. There's no need to worry about where we're going. I'm going to make sure that you have fun. And if you don't, that part's up to you too. But I'm going to provide you with that place from where you can have fun. Your steadiness creates that trust within them. And when you do that, my man, when you are consistent, even when moments when you feel like, I don't really know the answer to that. Somehow deep within you, there's an intuitive part of you that goes, no, Jesse, I got this. I know what this is. Okay, here's what we're doing. Here's how we're doing it. And just picking up where you left off with what you were saying, even if it's something that you really didn't know, but just come up with a plan. Just lead with it. Don't be scared anymore. There's no need for that. And if you do, I'd like to hear from you. If there's moments where you find that you can't confide in anyone else, that people don't understand what you're saying, this is your time, bud. TheValiantLifestyle.com. Book that 30-minute call. Let others shine while you stay solid. It's okay that you don't need to shine in those moments when they do. You'll get yours in a good way. It will make sense. Leadership is making space for everyone else. Okay? And it's not how you're building for now. It's you're building forever. You're building now to invest in the forever. You're building now to invest in that time for later. And you're doing it for your kids too. You are. You're showing them vicariously how to do that through your actions. And I see it within mine with what I do with my kids. Like, they pick up on things so quickly, so imaginatively. They see all my actions. They hear my words. They know what I'm doing. They just do it. And it's refreshing, but it's also, whoa. I got to really pay attention to what I said, because it worked. All right, now this is the moment when you get to say, I hold my frame. I hold my frame in a comment. If you're leading your family without just really just feeling like you've got to sacrifice something. And I also want you to comment, I do it for them. I do it for them. I do it for them. They don't realize what you're doing, but you're doing it. You're forging your way, your journey through the family, your legacy. And they might not see that the work that you're doing is adding to what they have in their life yet, but that's okay. They don't need to see that right away, and it's not up to you to prove all that to them. They get to learn on their own by that. And I know that from experience. That's why I'm able to say that confidently. I do it for them. If you're leading from love, not ego, even when none of them notice, just do it. All right, my friend. Now, what I want you to do is to finally go to The Valiant Lifestyle and book that call. I want you to feel like this is your episode to do that. I want you to feel like this is the time. Okay, all right. I've seen a couple of these. Or you've seen this for the first time and you're really feeling like you're in a crux right now. Okay, all right. It would be refreshing to hear from somebody like Jesse, Coach Jesse, to see what I can do about this. Maybe he can refer me to another coach that might be of interest, of specific to what I really need right now. Yeah, I know a few. That might be also something that I can help you with as well and be present. All right, my friends, TheValiantLifestyle.com. Book that 30-minute call now. Don't talk yourself out of it. Let's do this.